My mic sound nice. Check one. My mic sound nice. Check two. Check two. Alright, let's get it. Regular season finale, baby. We got Cal. ACC. After that, we waiting on Ja. Play Arkansas for us to advance. First off. Had to cut my circle when my fuck niggas around. Alright. Recruiting. Number 11, we dropped out. UCF is hawking us. King of the 3 stars, baby. It's alright. Still got some. I think I still got some 4 stars up. Just one. We need it. We need that speed. Yeah, we need that 94 speed, baby. Let's see if we can get him to commit after this game. Alright, regular season finale. We gonna dress in all black as this nigga's funeral. Evenly matched up game. Let's get it. There you go.
Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season,
logo
one
this
of the
week.
grand traditions is paying tribute
About to get me an overlay made.
to those who have just poured their souls
Figure out this
into the
OBS.
success of this program and honor the
Fuck
seniors
around with
on
this
Senior Day.
capture card.
We'll see a squad from the
Start learning how to do this shit, so I could be a pro by the time GTA 6 come out. Go ahead again, baby.
48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway.
Should have been a night game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cal Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Gets open down the middle.
Fuckery.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback playing around.
Settle in.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Flips it out to the back.
Good shit. Better
He's there to make the stop, and
field.
they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys in the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Shit.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He makes the connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it.
Hell yeah. Give me that ball back.
First down marker, but I think
Good
he's
shit.
going to be a touch short. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But we got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Maryland. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Golden Bears racing to the line in a hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Looking left. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll just keep slinging it. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They give it to him again. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wide receiver coming across in motion. It's complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 45, on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming up.
He now has 74 yards rushing in this game, and what a steady, productive season he's had as he's closing in on 1,800 yards. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. He wants it all, and he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Play number 10 on this drive in his 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Need a turnover, yo. I ain't had a turnover. I didn't get a turnover last game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Talking to me.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
Pressure,
a big part
really.
of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air, it's Rodgers. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got it in the middle, it's up. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing it back. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring,
Needed
your offense is
that.
scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report.
Look at the burn.
Big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Needed that.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They run the reverse. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous. Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he's just so fast.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. And the Mustangs get it past the sticks. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, you find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Dances away. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Yeah, they had about a whole third quarter.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful.
Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Oh-ass nigga.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Lofts one high, and he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, my God. What was that?
Here he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cal.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Switched it. Got it.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
A third and long coming up here. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Pass interference, but
how fast
still
did this
bad,
game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score SMU 28, Cal 21.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's piled up 87 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maryland. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the back. Tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll run it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good season, good season. Eleven and 1. Good fucking season. Ended the joint on an 8-game win streak. Yeah. Conference championship. Who we playing? I think we playing Michigan. Yeah. Yeah, Michigan just won. Yeah, we gotta play Michigan. Yeah. Oh, I guess. They both got one game left. Oh, Michigan and Ohio State haven't played yet. And then who does Clemson play? Clemson and South Carolina. So who knows? It's a good chance they both win, and then I play Michigan. Ohio State might beat Michigan, and I play Clemson. I'm sure Clemson gonna beat South Carolina. So. Okay, Mike. Yes, sir. Not gonna win no awards. Fucking sucks. Everybody's seniors. Have a whole new squad next year. Let's go out with a bang this year to shake some shit up in the playoffs. Alright. Job playing this game, so be able to advance in a second. Next time, until next time.